If you are a man who wants to free yourself from addictions and regain your true masculine energy, I have prepared a transformative ebook that will show you how semen retention can restore your mind, your focus, and your ability to truly love. Link in the first pinned comment. There's something happening to you, and maybe you haven't even noticed. But the truth is harsh. Pornography is robbing you of your ability to love. Don't worry, it's not an exaggeration. While you seek quick pleasure on a screen, you are, without realizing it, anesthetizing the noblest part of your being, the part that knows how to connect, give, and truly love. And the most shocking thing, this is by design. You are being manipulated. Like a dirty game, where the more pleasure you feel, the further away you are from your essence. The porn industry knows exactly what it's doing. It feeds your ego, weakens your soul, and turns you into an impulsive consumer, disconnected from the now. But what if I told you that true love, the one that transcends the body and touches the spirit, is capable of returning everything that was taken from you? Yes, love is still the way out. There is still a way back. And this video will show you why. But I warn you, this is not for those who want to continue deceiving themselves. It's for those who have the courage to face the truth and wake up. The human being was not created by the creator of the universe to reduce himself to a machine that seeks pleasure at any cost. When someone gets caught up in pornography, they are exchanging the touch of their soul for lifeless pixels. There is no exchange of energy, there is no true look, there is no peace. It's like trying to satisfy your hunger with a photo of food. It seems like it, but it's not. And the more you consume, the more you become empty inside, like a dry well trying to quench someone's thirst. Pornography turns connection into consumption. It takes away the sacredness of the act and turns everything into a hasty click, without presence, without intention. There is no light in this type of exchange, just an emotional blackout. Little by little, the person loses real desire for the other, replacing the depth of intimacy with a superficial rush. What should generate human warmth becomes just a cold, automatic repetition, which hurts without being noticed. Even worse is the silent impact of this on everyday life. Men and women begin to grow apart emotionally, unable to create authentic bonds. Relationships cool, bodies get closer, but souls remain far away. It's as if we are all connected, but no one is truly together. And that, my friend, is a clear symptom that something is being stolen. Humanity's emotional prosperity is being drained, without anyone noticing, and this only gets worse when we look at today's youth. Today's youth are growing up with a distorted reference to what connection is. From an early age, many come into contact with images that do not convey love, but rather a mechanical appeal, devoid of soul. This dulls the heart and steals sensitivity. The creator of the universe made us to feel, create bonds, seek peace in our encounters. But this massive exposure to pornography teaches the opposite, that everything can be obtained without effort, without giving, without true surrender. And the result? A generation that knows how to slide a finger on the screen, but doesn't know how to hold a glance. Who sends quick messages, but fears deep conversations. Relationships become fragile, and the slightest discomfort becomes a reason to give up. Love, which requires presence and vulnerability, begins to seem like too much work. It's as if we were exchanging gold for jewelry. The shine is deceiving, but the weight of truth, of light, of the depth that really feeds the soul is missing. Anyone who grows up thinking that love is like what they see in pornography will never understand the pleasure of building something real with someone. A true touch, a sincere hug, a silent conversation, all of this starts to seem like little. But it is precisely these simple moments that sustain lasting bonds. And when that foundation disappears, all emotional and spiritual prosperity crumbles like sand between your fingers. And that's when the system comes in with its next trap. There is engineering behind pornography that most people don't even imagine. Just like social media algorithms, this type of content is designed to trap the mind, activate dopamine, and make you dependent. It's like fast food. It seems delicious at the time, but then it just feels heavy and empty. The creator of the universe did not create us to live trapped in loops of artificial pleasure. We were made for real experiences, with light, with depth and purpose. The problem is that the more easy stimulus, the less resistance we have. The mind becomes accustomed to instant rewards, and the real world begins to seem boring. Life requires effort, but addiction teaches you that everything should be quick, easy, and disposable. This undermines discipline, weakens focus, and sabotages prosperity. And look how interesting. The same people who frequently consume this type of content often complain of a lack of motivation, anxiety, or difficulty connecting with people. Coincidence? Hard to believe that. Want a practical example? Try going 7 days without porn. Just that. See how much your mood changes. See how much your look changes. You will notice that there is a subtle manipulation going on, silent but powerful. And if you are not aware, you will follow the script that someone wrote to keep you weak. Which leads us to a question that many people avoid. What if true pleasure lies precisely in vulnerability, surrender, and building something real with another person? True love doesn't happen on the surface. It demands that we disarm our ego, lower our defenses, and allow ourselves to truly be seen. And therein lies the secret that few have the courage to try. Love is the fastest way to the expansion of consciousness. When two souls meet honestly, there is peace, there is light, and there is a strength that the Creator of the universe blesses with abundance. It is in this field that prosperity flourishes, not only emotionally, but spiritually as well. Everything I'm explaining here, about addiction, dopamine, and loss of connection, is much more detailed in my ebook The Power of Semen Retention. There I teach you step by step how to regain your personal control and transform your energy into focus, clarity, and purpose. You know that moment when you look into someone's eyes and feel like it's okay to be who you are? This cannot be simulated by a video, nor by algorithms. This sincere surrender creates a connection that crosses the physical. It is where the two take off the social mask and meet as whole beings. There is no performance, there is no rush, there is no judgment, just presence. And when that happens, something awakens inside us that is impossible to describe with ordinary words. Anyone who experiences this type of love understands that the deepest pleasure is not in the visual stimulus, but in the meeting of souls. The true orgasm is energetic, emotional, spiritual. It's when two hearts merge and create something greater than themselves. And this experience is so transformative that, once lived, it completely changes the way you see the world. And yet, many run away from it. Because truly loving requires something that addiction never demands: courage. Romance is a game of surrender. And yes, it involves risk, but that's precisely what makes it magical. Many people, when they feel their heart racing, run to the opposite side for fear of getting hurt. But what they don't realize is that, by protecting themselves too much, they end up moving away from the true experience of life. The Creator of the universe did not put us here to live in bubbles of security, but to dive with courage into encounters that transform us. And when there is delivery, there is light. Of course, true love hurts sometimes. But not loving hurts all the time. The pain of a love that didn't work teaches, strengthens, purifies. The pain of never allowing yourself to love. This hardens the heart. Vulnerability is like the fertile soil where the seed of connection can sprout. Without it, distrust, control, and fear only grow. And living in constant fear is a slow poison, one that kills peace and sabotages all the prosperity that life could offer. Now think with me, what if the beauty of loving lies precisely in falling? Falling not as weakness, but as surrender. Like someone diving in the ocean, knowing that they can't control the waves, but trusting in experience. Love is accepting that life is made up of imperfect but incredibly real encounters. And only when you go through this portal of vulnerability do you begin to understand what it means to truly love. And this even changes the way sexual energy manifests itself. True sexuality does not live in total exposure. It lives in mystery, in intention, in the emotion that pulses behind a simple look. In the past, in classic films, a touch on the hand, a whisper in the ear, or a stolen kiss created an emotional tension that made the heart race faster than any explicit scene. It's because there was soul, there was light in that contact. And when there is emotion, even silence is exciting. The Creator of the universe knew what he was doing when he intertwined desire and feeling. Today, many people have lost this sensitivity. Accustomed to exaggerated stimuli, they no longer perceive the beauty of the subtle. But do you want to know something? When sexual energy meets genuine emotion, something sacred happens. The body vibrates differently. The relationship becomes ritual. And in this type of exchange, pleasure is not limited to the physical, it expands consciousness. Now that is peace in motion. This is living sexuality with true prosperity. Do you want to bring this into your life? Start by observing the little things: a delicate gesture, a conversation that warms up, a touch that respects and involves. Forget the rush and allow yourself to feel. It is there, in this emotional terrain, that excitement becomes more intense and lasting. Because, deep down, what attracts us most is not the body itself, but the emotion it carries. And it is exactly this rediscovery that can reconnect you with your own humanity. There is something deeply healing about living with the body present. Working with your hands, walking barefoot, cooking your own food, looking into people's eyes. All of this reconnects us with real life. Excessive use of screens and digital stimuli, such as pornography, does the opposite. It fragments our attention, dissociates us from the body, and turns us into digital zombies. But the Creator of the universe gave us a body, and it is a bridge between matter and light. Being present in it is an act of reconnection with inner peace. Recovering humanity means starting to live more simply and intentionally. Talk to someone without looking at your cell phone. Sit on the grass and just watch the sky. Gardening, painting, building something with wood. Does it seem small? For know that these are the things that restore the soul. When man moves away from the natural, he becomes ill. When he reconnects, he flourishes. And it is in this blossoming that prosperity begins to sprout. Emotional, energetic, and even financial, because the present mind creates better. Want a simple exercise? Choose a manual task to do this week. Something that demands your body, your attention, and that doesn't involve any screen. It could be baking bread, taking a walk in nature, or simply cleaning your house in silence. Do this as if it were a ritual. It will feel strange at first, but soon you will feel like something inside you is coming home. And that, my friend, opens up space for a transformation that is already happening in silence. Despite everything, there is a silent movement growing, and it is beautiful to behold. More and more young people are questioning excesses, uninstalling social networks, seeking meditation, spirituality, and the touch of real life. It's as if the Creator of the universe was breathing into this generation's ear. Go home. They want peace. They are tired of distractions. They desire presence, truth, depth. And when the search is sincere, the light appears on the path, guiding you step by step. Don't leave this decision for later. Go now to the first pinned comment, click on the link, secure your ebook, and start today to recover your energy, your mental clarity, and your freedom as a man. Offline communities, silent retreats, reading circles, eye-to-eye connections emerge. Books such as The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle or The Courage to be Imperfect by Brené Brown are once again circulating among young hands. There is a thirst for truth. And that thirst is the beginning of healing. It's as if, after a long digital winter, human spring is beginning to bloom again. And with it, prosperity gains a new meaning. Not the accumulation, but the abundance of meaning, presence, and affection. This new awareness is not born in ready-made speeches, but in real experiences. A hug, a cell phone-free dinner, a moment of shared silence. It may seem too simple for those who are used to excess, but this is where the soul breathes. We are facing a major turning point, and only those who are paying attention will feel it. Because, deep down, all of this points to a choice that is increasingly clear. Either you let yourself be consumed, or you decide to awaken. The time has come to make a choice. Will you continue feeding on empty stimuli that drain your energy, your creativity, your soul? Or will you take control of your life and start building something real, with presence, truth, and purpose? The Creator of the universe gave you more than a body. He gave you a soul capable of loving, creating, and transforming. But this only happens when you choose to leave the illusion and live consciously, towards the light. Everything you learned here is not theory, it is a tool. Now it's up to you to put it into practice. Try a porn-free day. Feel how the world changes. Reconnect with touch, with look, with the emotion of being present. And tell me, until when will you accept less than a life with peace, with true love and inner prosperity? It's time to free yourself. If this content made you think, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. This way, you don't miss any videos and continue on this journey of awakening, growth, and truth. And tell me in the comments, what will you change from today?